Daniel's Dread Tales is a show for grown-ups. It may contain adult language and adult themes. Please check the episode description for content warnings. Welcome back to another special episode of Daniel's Dread Tales. A few weeks back, we played a game of Lordsworn, and we streamed it out to you lovely people online for a live stream. But it ended on a cliffhanger. So, while we don't intend to put up every single one of our live streams here on the main podcast feed, we figured we didn't want to leave you guys hanging and decided to give you a proper conclusion. If you want to hear more, please check out our YouTube channel, which is just Daniel's Dread Tales. Anyway, I won't waste any more time. Please enjoy the show. I'm gonna tweet this out, or actually, I don't have the. I'll tweet it from mine. Who's got the? Do you have the Daniel's?
Do you mean you're gonna exit?
No, not at all.
I'm gonna tweet it.
I'll take.
This is already here. Okay.
Yeah, I did one 45 minutes ago, but I will put another one up right meow. I was thinking ahead. I'll just tweet the one that I did earlier. Makes the most sense, and it's right there.
I'll get the one for the Discord, where the coolest and most attractive listeners hang out.
Okay. There we go. Oh, heck yeah. Streaming. I've never been in charge of the stream before, so now I am. Oh, boy. I'm being told that it is excellent. I'm not sure what is excellent, but something is excellent here in the control panel. All right. Hey, let's get back into it. Lordsworn. That's the name of the show, the game, right? I only got it wrong a little bit on the podcast announcement.
It's fine.
Don't worry too much about it.
No, I'm not worried too much about it.
Okay, so where we left off last time was the end of week 2. With the warm-hearted chef Merc giving himself to the crowd in order to rile them the hell up. The fading avatar Barnaby also took some wounds in that fight that took them out of the action going forward. They're still alive. They're just, kind of invalid at the moment and being waited on by... Yeah, it happens. And they're basically being waited on by, some of the other random followers because they are pretty birdmans. And yes, other than that, we've only lost 2 of the company members. So far, yes. Which,
the night is young.
Yeah, exactly. And, we are at the halfway point, so you never know. Other information, morale is back up to 6. So we are back up to our starting morale. The maximum we can get to is 8. So we are starting up. Well, actually, do we want to go around and reintroduce ourselves?
Not a bad idea.
We gotta, that's a good point.
I guess I will go first. I'm Damien.
This is your baby.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I'm Damien, also known as Magical Hack. I am a regular on podcast. I also stream on Twitch. Throwdowns he they. And let's go down the line in the Discord chat. So that would be Daniel next.
Hello there. My name is Daniel David Fernandez. I'm the titular Daniel of Daniel's Dread Tales. But I'm glad that everybody's a part of it. We're all Daniels today. Pronouns he, him, and I'm happy to be here.
I'm Matt. Pronouns are he, him. I am the titular DM of the Crow's Codex, which you can find on any of the podcatchers that you prefer to use. and I am absolutely ecstatic to be here.
Oh, you.
I'm Nathan, another podcast regular, pronouns he, him, and I, for one, am looking forward to playing this game. I'm definitely not going to be thinking about anything that I have to plan or write for upcoming podcast episodes.
Oh,
Well,
that's
good.
fine. That's fine.
This is Russell, they, them. I am also here.
Word.
About the long and the short of it. So let us dive in. We can do character descriptions as they come up and or get used. I think that'd probably be the easiest way to do that. So we are going into week 3. Recent events such as some gods dying have thrown the world into turmoil. So at this point, panic and anxiety grip much of those that you meet, with the roads swelling with refugees fleeing for safer lands. The forests and pathways feel grimmer and darker yet, and dreams come as harsh, vivid warnings of future turmoil. Those that you meet are now just as lost and broken as you.
Company.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the first event is going to be Desperate. And I do believe we were going straight down the line.
I just want to make a note here. I think there might have been some echo from just me because of the way that I was doing my stream, but I think I have fixed that now. So I apologize for the beginning part here. It should be fixed.
Not a problem.
Notice that. Yeah.
Note that I did not hear any echo on my end, so I think we're good.
Nor I.
Okay. Well, no, because I think in the stream I was putting my voice in there twice, and I think it might have been a little bit messed up. But on the Discord, I think we sound good. But regardless,
yeah,
yeah,
that can happen. I've had that happen to me before, so
yeah,
it's a thing.
I think it's fixed now. Yeah. Anyway, you were saying the thing. I was listening, but I was also fighting with this thing because I'm new to streaming.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. So so 1, 2, 3. Nathan, I do believe it is your turn to pick to roll for the event.
Oh boy.
Yep. So as before, we're gonna go down to the desperate tables, and you're going to roll 3d4. You do have the book open, yes?
I do.
Good.
I do. You can tell I'm accurate because the desperate and omen-filled tables are on page 69.
Man,
Hell yeah.
Okay, entity 4, adjective 4, action 4. Okay, well that was all right. Is there a name for that? Anyway,
Spider
So-
eyes.
oh god. So that gives me the options of ruins or barracks. Surviving. I like the idea of us coming upon ruins from which people who are like trying to survive are fleeing from them because there's something horrible there.
Ooh, that sounds. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we're definitely gonna do something.
So, ideas?
So wait, it's ruins and there's people fleeing them?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like essentially like survivors maybe they're fleeing to the ruins
Oh, yeah.
as some form of shelter. They're fleeing something else and the ruins are their goal.
Now, what would be preferable in an apocalypse? In an apocalypse, what would make dilapidated, ancient, terrifying ruins preferable? Like, how does that happen?
Okay, so
They
to
use
what was
clean
our-
water?
Clean water.
that is a very valid point. And also I was about to say, to be fair, this is a world where gods just died in battle.
Specifically, our god had something to do with emotional regulation, so that
Yeah.
could be a factor here as well.
And the
Yeah,
moon.
Yeah.
everybody's probably a little losing their minds.
By this point, pretty much a lot losing their minds.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll put 'em to
Finally.
good use.
Finally, everyone else is on the level of our protagonists.
Yeah.
I like to think that my characters are relative.
Well, that makes
This
them
is
weird.
actually a notorious problem I have with characters I play. My characters always are too normal.
It's all right. I'm here to
yeah,
balance that
man.
out.
Yeah,
Relative is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
yeah, I suppose so.
All right. So our adjective was what? Surviving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Got something in mind?
I do, and it's slightly different from my last suggestion. The survivors are already in the ruins. However, like, well, I'm gonna rephrase that. There are refugees in the ruins. Like, they sought shelter there, but they're starting to crumble around them.
Ooh.
That's a reason to flee.
So, and they're trying to escape.
Okay, was there clean water there? Was that a thing?
I
Do we
mean,
really like that idea?
there could
Even
be
if
maybe
now
that.
it's, or
Yeah.
maybe there's something coming out of the water now.
Even if it's not clean water, if they had like a stockpile of beer, that's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
liquid
though?
bread. Yeah.
I
Kind of
mean,
is actually.
I do play a lot of Dwarf Fortress, and that's pretty much all they drink other than an emergency circumstance.
Mhm.
How humans survived a long time.
Yeah. Very drunk.
What a species we are.
Oh yes. Okay, so bunch of people trying to get out of a crumbling castle or some crumbling ruins. Yeah, maybe there was like a well or something there that drew them there in the first place, and they were like, "Hey, this is the place," and then it started falling apart around them.
As it does.
Yeah, at the end of the world.
So where do we come in for all of this? I mean, I'm sure we're all going to do something horrible. That just seems to be the running theme from last time.
What
Well,
kind
they
of people were
clearly-
in here?
That's a good question. What kind of people do you think are in there?
If we say they were believers in our God, we have a reason to get involved. And if we say they weren't, we have a different, worse reason to get involved.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Well, just because. Okay, so let me throw this out there as a suggestion. We
Mhm.
can run with it or not. Just because they're not followers of our God doesn't mean that they were the followers of the God that slew ours. There's a whole couple of pantheons.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed.
The other thing is that these people are probably fleeing with some of the resources that they gathered from the ruins.
Hey, resources are good.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eyebrow waggle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just find out. Let's play to find out.
Okay, so who are we all bringing?
I will bring Dave, the simple soldier. He didn't do great last week, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna bring the Creed Guard Creed. One, because it's funny, and two, because he's the most heroic of my people.
I'm
Seems
going to
like a hero or
bring.
something.
I'm going to bring Lucatiel, the noble knight, who would actually care about this.
Sounds fair.
And I'm going to bring Justinian the Herald, who maybe wants to to inspire people. Be like, hey, maybe even have these people join up with us.
Hey, that could be that could work.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so how are we all going to approach the issue? Like, let us go down the line. I'll go first. I think Lieutenant Crow is like eagerly wanting to help these because of the fact that he feels like he failed his one true love, the captain, by letting them die. Daniel?
I think Justinian is walking forward as well. While the captain is dead, and I maybe feel weird about still holding on to their banner, because maybe it's my fault they died. I want to step forward and I think I'm leading. I'm being like, get out of there. It's unsafe and there's some people already moving. But I think maybe there's like some people that are outside. Maybe they're like people that were trying to go into these ruins to get to what was inside. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. We have to get out of here. It's dangerous.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I think Lucatil would be running in there with hopefully some long piece of wood, like a ladder from our caravan, or even just like a pole used to like put a tent up, and like is running in there to try and prop that into doorways to make them a little bit more stable so that more people can escape in time.
Very nice.
Yeah. Creed is going full search and rescue on this one. Just heading in, and anybody who's stuck or like behind, debris or whatever, just doing whatever he can to get as many people out as possible.
Alrighty, and Russell?
Dave is going to go into the castle to try and retrieve a ancient reliquary of secret church artifacts.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, this is a largely heroic endeavor.
It's very
Oh,
out of
boy.
character for us.
Yeah, I'm genuinely
We will suffer
surprised.
for this, surely.
Be nice people. Just because the world is dark doesn't mean that we have to be dark.
I was actually
We are
kind of
nice on Thursdays.
I was actually kind of just thinking about that myself. I'm like, wow, this seems like a way like overswing, overcompensate from last time.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
don't
it's been a
worry.
while. We
I'm
gotta
sure
get
the
back into
next
it.
one. Yeah, I'm sure the
Mhm.
next one.
Okay, so let us roll and get ready to assign some dices.
They call them Deeces. It's the plural.
they do not.
plural.
Hey, what am I supposed to
Ooh.
roll? I maybe completely forgot.
3d4.
3d4.
Thank you.
3d4.
I like how everyone's confidently said 3d4 and then one person said 3d6.
Look, I don't have any 3d4, so I'm improvising. I rolled a 5 on one of them twice, only to now get it to where it is.
Keep that one for me. Okay. So I'm keeping a 4 for myself. I'm going to give Russell a 3. I'm curious to see how this shakes out. And I'll give Nathan my other 3 that I have.
Much appreciated.
All right. I'm going to give myself a 4. I'm going to give Damien a 3. And I'm going to give Russell my 2 because I'm curious to see what will happen there.
Oh, no. All right.
I'm going to give myself a 1. Then I'm going to give Nathan a 4 and Daniel a 3.
So 4 and
4.
Everyone's
I have 3.
everyone was so nice to me, which sucks because I'm keeping a 4 for myself, and now I have a 1 and a 2 to pass out to somebody.
that's how it goes, baby.
Shit. I'm gonna give the 2 to Matt, and I'm giving the 1 to Dan.
Okay.
I got a 1, 2, and a 4. I'll keep a 4 for myself. I'll give a... Nathan's already at 3, so I'll give a 1 to Matt. And I believe that leaves a 2 for Damien.
Ooh. Okay. And that was a 2
I
for
came
me.
out of this great, and I am so sorry for everyone else.
I was going to give you the 1.
Mm.
And we assign those to wounds, success, and morale, correct?
That is correct.
Yep.
So I'm going to say I'm going to go to morale. That one will be a success. No. That won't go to wounds. That will be a... Oh, no.
All right. I got mine figured out.
As do I.
Same.
All right.
Okay.
Shall I
Daniel.
start then? Yeah, I mean, somebody has to start. I'm willing
Yeah.
to do it. All right. I got a 4 for my success, so I'm able to, there is a increasingly large number of people. It's turning into like a massive nightmare of just trampling going on. But I'm trying to lead the way. I'm trying to get people to safety. The trampling though is pretty hard, and Justinian is going to take 2 wounds from that. And is going to have 0 morale loss.
Okay. Nice.
But, Justinian is waving the flag there, occasionally shooting a gun in the air to make sure that people are looking at him. But that maybe actually panicked people more than needed to be done. But is trying to get everybody, like, after people get out, which I think some other people are dealing with, like, try to get people to safety and, like, organize and calm people down. And only a few people hit me because of that.
Okay.
A lot of people.
So I think that works in well with how I organized mine. So with Lieutenant Crow, they tried to like kind of direct traffic and get people to leave in an orderly fashion. However, due to some potential gunfire and stuff like that, there's a bit of a panic, and they weren't able to successfully accomplish that. While unlike Justinian, they were able to like avoid most of the trampling. So no wounds. They were heartened to see that I think most of the people had gotten out of the ruins before like too many got injured. So Matt,
Yes.
how does this shake out for you?
So this does not shake out very well. I have a 1, a 2, and a 1 to spread along.
Oh no!
Which means
Shame on whoever did that to you.
yes.
I keep my
Lucatil
senses.
was unsuccessful in using whatever shoddy tools she had at her disposal to prop up one of the doorways. And as the doorway and hallway preceding it crumbles before her, she dodges just out of the way enough to only take a grazing blow and watch everyone that was in the tunnel be pulverized into ground beef, essentially, before her.
Oof.
So we're taking a failure, 1 wound, and -1 morale.
Okay, that puts us at net 0 morale.
Does
Gained
that
or
mean
lost.
we're dying?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Like just gained or lost for this.
net
yeah.
0. Right.
Yeah, because
And,
I gained. Yeah. Go ahead,
mhm.
Corey.
Her wound was a torso wound. It was a flesh wound, but it's barely noticeable.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Better than
Um.
those people.
Yeah, no doubt. Daniel, what did your wound look like?
Oh, I forgot to look at that. It's a head wound. It's bad.
Not a good spot for a wound.
Yeah. Wait, do I have to roll for that? Shit, I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Let me roll D4. I just assumed it was a head wound because I took a lot of damage, but let me roll my D4. Where did it go? I just had them all. Gosh darn it. Get out of here, cat.
It's 3d4. That's how we get the hilarious descriptions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be
There.
twice.
Right. 3d4. Right. Okay. It is, because I did that already. It is a bad arm wound for life.
Oh, God.
I maybe not be waving this banner as well going forward. Yeah.
We'll just
Yeah,
tape it
I
to the
think
back
my
of your
arm is-
armor.
I think my arm got trampled.
Yeah. What I'm picturing here is Justinian was trying to like hold up the banners and not let it like hit the dirt, and like in the press got a very, very severely bad like arm break.
Yeah, it's not good.
And wound number 2.
Oh, 2 wounds. Christ.
Yeah, that's what a
Oh,
1
no.
for wounds is.
Hopefully it's not the other arm.
I rolled 3 1s.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's not fun.
Severe
Head
head wound
severe
for life. Well, at least you got your head wound.
Yeah, no,
Apparently, Justinian got their bell rung.
Justinian tried to save people, and while they did, they got really hurt in the process. Lost an eye.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd do it.
That would do
Never
it.
help anyone.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That brings us to Nathan.
It does.
Wait,
So
she hadn't suffered, he hadn't suffered any wounds before, had he?
Nope.
Okay, sorry. I was just realizing that maybe Justinian was dead. No, okay. Sorry, go ahead, Nathan. I'm irresponsibly not quite ready for this game, but we're good. I'm back.
that's okay. I'm irresponsibly not quite ready for the game I have to GM at the end of the week.
You got a week.
The full week. Oh, those words are poison to someone like me. So I'm gonna so Creed succeeded. Put the 4 in success. He managed to like free a bunch of people from debris and like carrying people out, just some real Spider-Man shit,
Nice.
I'm gonna put the 3 to wounds, so he received no wounds in the process because he was cool. And I'm gonna put the 4 to morale, so I think we're at max morale, but in case somebody else makes us lose morale, we will still be at max morale.
No, that'll if nobody makes us lose morale at this point, which is just Russell. We're at 7
Oh, nice.
because there was 1 plus and 1 minus thus far.
Why did I think 6 was the max? 8 was the max. That's right.
Yeah, 8 is the max. 6 is what we started at.
Right.
So Russell, how does
Well, simple soldier Dave managed to succeed in his quest to find an ancient relic of our god, a shining silver sword, gets it out and entrusts it to a young innocent farm boy, and immediately succumbs. His soul immediately submitting to the dark energies contained therein. That being Dave's 3rd and final wound.
okay? So
I put 3 on morale, so people are not terribly troubled by this.
Nobody buys it, apparently.
Get fucked, Dave.
nobody is too like upset by it, but nobody's really happy about it either.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
It's like around the table. Oh, Dave died. Oh, really? Oh, well. Could you pass the butter?
Damn.
Yeah,
I just imagine everybody is cheering at the positive morale stuff, and then Dave's corpse is just left in the aftermath. Everybody else continues it on their day.
Look, sometimes people get forgotten. That is kind of
Fuck it. No point in
Shit
burying
happens.
him. God's dead.
He's with God now.
Alrighty, so that was an event. So now, a little bit further on through the week, and things are getting markedly worse. We are now on the omen-filled tables.
Hell yeah.
How many more events do we have to do before we're finally safe?
4, right?
3, including the one that we're about to roll out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last one for this week, and then the 2 for the final week.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
So Russell, if you could roll them bones and pick us some categories, please.
That's a 3-1-4.
Okay, so either profaned ones or twisted wild ones. Oh, well, sorry. It depends on which you want to put in where.
Let's take a look at these.
Yeah, because like all of the options can end up being interesting. A 2 would have been nice.
Oh, okay, I got it. I'm going with crowfolk because crows have popped up a couple times during the creation of this.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
The objective is going to be tragic, and the action is going to be screaming.
That's basically us.
Yeah. You
You're
just
described
described us.
Screaming
Crowfolk.
crows. They're a Midwest emo band.
Mhm.
That doesn't
As someone
surprise
currently
me.
located in the Midwest, I'll take that. I'll take that
Yeah.
one on the nose.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we got
tragic
some legally distinct Kenku here. They're lamenting the loss of hope and the death of their gods, and they're I think self-flagellating about it. That's where the screaming comes in. They're like, geez, it sucked before, and then now I'm doing this. This was a bad plan. Except a lot more screamy about it.
Okay, so just some really. And how many of them are there?
Oh, gonna say dozens. There's just so many of them.
Dozens of crow people that are really losing it.
Yeah. Some of them are inflicting pain, others are receiving it, some are just really confused and looking for a bathroom.
God damn, we walked in on a blood orgy.
Okay, that one's
Classic
really
blood orgy.
I promise to never say those words in that order again.
Also, we don't want blood librarians showing up in this world too.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want blood librarians, that's how you get blood librarians.
Oh,
I'm just thinking of different sequences of that word. We blood walking orgy?
I think Justinian is going to try to inspire these people to. It's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Now, Justinian is down an arm and down an eye, but is still fervent in their belief that, despite the fact that their god is gone, everything is going to be okay. So just join up. We'll keep you safe, and we'll just maybe we'll form our own community. We'll get back home. Crows can hang out in our house. It'll be fine.
I'm going to do the opposite of that. And Artorias, the totally legally distinct Artorias from Dank Souls, is going to put a hand on your shoulder and tell you specifically, there's no point, they're beyond hope. Mercy at this point would be killing them all. But what comes out of his mouth is actually just the sound of like a rusty chain going into a wood chipper.
Oh boy.
Ow. That hurts my ears just thinking about it.
Yeah, that sounds suitably horrible.
Jimmy Forehands is going to make an appearance. I think he is once again trying to go through and find converts for his for the outer
His side
gods
gig.
that he actually worships.
His side gig.
Yeah.
Side god.
Nathan, who do you think is coming along?
I think Helen, the occultish oracle, is coming along. And this is the vision. Like, seeing all of these crows in screaming agony. This image has been plaguing her for months. She will assist in the massacre to end the pain of it.
Yes.
So that she can finally feel peace.
Yes, queen.
Russell.
Rufio will create a massive illusion of one of the gods worshipped by these legally distinct Kenku, and tell them it's all right. Come to me and try to lead them off a cliff, lemming style. not necessarily committed to the murder, but figures there's a much more efficient way to do it.
Okay. I do believe that's everybody.
Oh boy.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Roll them bones.
How the fuck did I roll 3 2s?
Oh, you'll love to hear it.
Because you wanted to kill people. Other people wanted.
You know
to
what? You're
support
right. I
people.
deserve this.
Which what? All I remember is you wanted to support people.
I rolled 3-3-1. So that's not great either.
That's
Oh,
okay.
boy.
I rolled a 4-3-1. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the 4 for myself. I'm gonna give the 3 to Daniel.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give the 1 to. Sorry, Nathan. You're getting the 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
Daniel.
I'm gonna give myself a 1 so I can fail this because all the rest of you talked about killing these guys. So
I am
clearly
so
my
sorry,
plan
man.
to not save them is not.
I
gonna
am
happen.
so sorry.
Okay.
Narrative
I did-
consistency.
I did not. I just talked about converting them.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Well, that's also a different sort of problem. I'm gonna give a 1 to Nathan, and
Me.
no, I'm sorry, it has to be a 3. I don't have a 1. I gave myself the 1. A 3 to Nathan
Oh.
and a 3 to Russell.
I'm giving myself a 4. I'm going to give Daniel a 2 and Damien a 2.
That's fair.
That's what I got.
Okay, who doesn't have their who is unaccounted for in terms of who has free space? I mean,
Okay, so you have received 2. This will be your third. Russell has received 1.
okay.
Matt has received 1. I have received 2.
What was my
Matt,
first number? Oh, sorry. Go.
Matt, Russell, you both get a 2. It's all I
Hell
had to work
yeah.
with.
Makes sense. All right. I will give myself a 1, Matt a 4, Daniel a 1. Or no, that has to go to Damien?
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, what did you give Matt?
a 4.
4. So you gave yourself a 1, Matt a 4, and me a 1 or a 2?
1.
1.
I
Okay.
rolled a 1 4 1.
Okie dokie.
I'm sorry. Could you remind me what my numbers are again? I know what I got a 1 and I think a 2.
You have a 3, a 1, and a 2.
3, 1, 2. Okay, got it.
Hey, same ones I have.
Great.
Okay.
These crows will be the death of us.
Yeah.
Not my Codex.
So fail, wounds,
Honestly,
morale.
Matt, if
There
I
we go.
had to,
Okay.
Matt, if I had to go out, I would happily do it at the hands of a fellow podcaster.
Alrighty. So Jimmy Forehands is going through this this crowd of crow folk and trying to get them to see the true way and to look to the outer gods for guidance. And unfortunately, it didn't work as well as he wanted it to. In fact, he failed. And some of the crowfolk kind of took issue to that, and he ended up taking 2 wounds out of the deal. However, he was happy about it because of, what happened to them afterwards through everybody else's actions.
Huh.
So that's where the 4 went.
That's good.
Yeah. As long as he's happy in the end.
Yeah.
So Daniel.
Oh, boy. So, 1 for the failure, 2 for the wound. No. Ooh, no. I know what's gonna be. 3 for a success, 2 for a wound, 1 for the morale. So, Justinian, injured after trying to save people, once again makes an effort to save these crows that seem to have been driven mad, is doing everything in his power to calm them down, and also is realizing that some of his own people that are supposedly working with him have also decided that they're just going to put these people down. And he gets in between Artorias and the crows at one point and is struck down. And I think that is a huge shock to the company because it kills him. It just kills him.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'll figure out how I get killed, but it doesn't matter. It's my 3rd wound.
If you would like, I can help you with that.
Yeah. How do you kill me?
So yeah, I will take a success for killing things.
Fuck yeah.
I will take a
Yeah,
4
we lose a morale
for.
because you struck down this inspiring
Mhm.
leader.
I'll take a 4 for wounds, so no wounds, and a 2 for morale, so -1 morale again.
Yeah.
And basically, you try to help these crows, and Artorias just grabs you in the middle of all this like scuffle
Damn it.
and is like so you were never truly a believer, but all you hear is, rusty chains and a wood chipper. And with one like quick chop, just cleaves you in half, then rips out your spine and uses that as a whip to begin destroying crows left and right, using that to like grab them, pull them closer, impale them with his sword, etc.
Why do we have
Fatality.
this guy?
Artorias wins.
And as that happens, the banner of the captain falls into the mud and then is covered in blood.
Alrighty. Nathan.
So our day's not going to be getting better. I'm going to put the 3 to success. So Helen does successfully manage to kill some crows. Like, she is using magic and her swords and just kind of chopping through them, occasionally cackling madly. It's not been her day, really. Maddening visions and all that.
One could say it hasn't even been her week, her month, or her year.
Yeah, just honestly, not her podcast. Never gone well whenever I played someone named Helen. I'm gonna put the 1 to wounds, which would give her 2 wounds, which gives her 4, so she is dead as shit.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna put the 2 to morale, so we lose a morale. Sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
It
could be worse.
It's alright. We're only at like 5 or something.
Yeah. But it turns out, seeing the otherwise fairly stable and Oracle scream and cry madly as she laughs and massacres crow people before dying in a blaze of her own magic. Turns out that's bad for morale.
Yeah, you know what? I can see that.
This is the worst thing that happened to us, and we just walked by some crazy crow people.
Yep.
We should have learned not to involve ourselves.
Yeah.
I feel like we overcorrected our overcorrection. As she falls to the ground, still somewhat managing a few loose chuckles, with her last breaths, 2 stones, painted to look like eyes, fall out of her hand and disappear into the mud, forever ensuring that she will never be buried peacefully.
Nice.
What you would have wanted.
It is not, but thank you.
All right, I put the 1 in success. Rufio conjures. He starts conjuring an image and gets a little sidetracked by the sight of the banner falling into the mud and accidentally conjures Jimmy Forehand's God instead. And this thing, giving messages of hope, just really confuses the bird people, who begin to self-flagellate even harder.
Yeah, that'd do it.
It's truly infuriating, so I put 2 to morale, and I took a 3 for wounds.
So morale took a touch of a hit.
A little bit.
So you put the 1 in fail. You said,
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. And so you didn't take any wounds.
Yay.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. So morale is, I think we're at net minus, hold on. Jimmy Forehands. So gain, lose. Yeah. Gain, lose. Lose.
Yeah.
And lose. Okay, so we are down to 4.
It's not too bad.
Hey Paul, would you say that you are haunted by nightmares of the things that have happened on the Crow's Codex?
I occasionally have some difficult dreams that come up. Most of those are associated with the most recent story.
Anything in particular with most recent story that's really haunted you?
The time where there were more mouths than we expected, or more eyes than we expected, or more eyes in mouths than we expected. It's hard to narrow it down.
Was it the fish with human teeth?
It's definitely up there.
If any of these things sound horrible to you, you can find them and more on the Crow's Codex, now part of the Imaginary Broadcast Network. It's as real as you want it to be.
Greetings, boils, ghouls, and non-boonaries all. Yes, I do hate myself for borrowing Daniel's signature bad pun, but that's beside the point. Right now, it's pilot season here at Daniel's Dread Tales, meaning that we're doing a series of one-shots that could easily be launched into longer campaigns. There's nothing spookier than an unfinished story after all, so join us at our Discord where we'll be launching votes on which pilots we pick up for syndication, so to speak. The link for our Discord is in the description, and we'd love to have you.
Nice.
It could be better.
It could be. However, we did mostly succeed, like generally succeed, so we don't have any repercussions from that.
We succeeded
No
at
repercussions.
massacring some crow people.
Well, it's good to know we still got it.
Hmm.
Good work, team.
That's what our god would have wanted, maybe.
Who the
I
fuck
did have a
knows?
lot of
Our
secrets.
god is dead. Which would probably explain why Helen fucking lost it in her last minutes. That seems to be another theme with Helen's deaths.
Yeah, that does tend to happen. So the world cries out in agony, and one's human shapes twist and deform. While home is closer than it's ever been, it feels like the road ahead is longer than it's ever been. None you meet will give you anything but a blade in the gut or inhuman howls. Stick close to one another and tread lightly, lest you join the monsters stalking the fringes of your camp every night.
I think that's us, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, that it low key. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay, so the events are omen-filled and apocalyptic.
Yeah.
It's
You know what? Daniel, you roll this one.
Sure.
So we are doing
113.
omen-filled.
Oh, is it supposed to be only 2?
No, yeah.
No, it's 3.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
3.
113. Yeah, okay, I was right.
Omen filled. Oh boy.
familiar
No more
folk
crow folk.
hunting. Uh-oh, survivors.
Twisted wildlife, decaying, assaulting.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So
Land itself has, like, you talk about how, like, all people have gone mad, you can't trust anybody. Guess what? You're seeing it in the wildlife as well.
Oh,
You know,
joy.
we've already talked about how, like, the werewolves were kind of going wild because werewolves are, like, kind of a thing. But now it's just all animals are, well, not all, but lots of animals have been driven completely wild. And they are dying, like they are coming apart. It's as if, like, life itself is beginning to break down. Perhaps some sort of god of, like, nature has died or something. And as these animals are decaying and falling apart, they look to attack us. They're almost like like zombie animals, but they're not quite undead. They're just but they're more than rabid. It's just bad. And it's everything. Like squirrels, fucking tigers, wolves. I don't know, maybe there was a zoo nearby because there's all sorts of animals from all over the place. There's an elephant. It's just maybe there's not a zoo nearby. Maybe it doesn't be quite like that. But that's what I'm feeling is going on.
okay.
There's an elephant who never forgets to kill.
Damn.
Would
You'll
anybody
remember me.
else like to add to this?
Oh, I think we had been, near waterfront before, and we're just seeing animals beach themselves there.
Oh God.
Oh, we're getting land sharks.
We're
I
getting
think they're
land
probably just
sharks.
dying when they're beaching themselves. But
Yeah, land sharks is a much more sad concept than you think it is because they just die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's sad.
Okay. I think Lieutenant Crow is going to make another appearance. He is he's basically trying to act as like the center of the defense. Taking shots with his pistol and trying to use his pole arm to cover like essentially the like center area as best as he can and be a rallying influence since our herald kind of got cut in half. Daniel.
I think we are going to have the innocent greenhorn Jeffrey. He's just a kid, man. He's just a kid, and everything's just really bad. And, well, I do have Fiona who might lead a charge. This is just Jeffrey just desperately just trying to hold the line and feeling completely overwhelmed against just the wilds.
Okay. Matt.
All right. So there's a bunch of deranged wildlife that's partially zombified, kind of coming up on our caravan, and what they see is a health bar swell and chorus music, and it sounds like the Doom soundtrack, but with like an actual like vocals. And Artorias comes running into the scene on all fours and howls. It's like a chainsaw that's stuck. And he just leaps into the fray and starts swinging around the sword and throwing things and biting people. Well, animals, I guess, in this case.
Nice. Nathan, who do you have for us?
I think Creed is going to step up for this one because it's time. like
Good justification is in.
This is an unambiguously heroic fight and a chance for redemption. Creed is going all in.
Nice. And Russell.
Michael, the obvious criminal, will hide like a coward.
Nice. Hope he dies horribly.
We'll see.
There is a distinct chance of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, isn't that fun? Alrighty. Well, I will go first. Lieutenant Crow is taking a 3. Russell, Michael is going to get a 1.
That makes sense.
And I think I'm gonna give the other one to Daniel. My apologies. I
Okay.
rolled poorly.
Yeah, no, Mike. Okay, kill this child. It's fine.
That's the plan.
Well, you can do what I do and give him to the least likely combination.
Alrighty, Daniel, you're up.
Let's give it 3 to myself. Give it 2 to you for giving me a 1.
That's fair.
I know that's sort of crappy, but that's just how it works. And I know,
Mhm.
3 to Russell.
Alrighty.
All right. We're giving a 4 to me. We're giving a 4 to Daniel. And we're going to give a 3 to Nathan.
Thank you.
And you said that was a 4 for Daniel, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nathan.
All right. I'm keeping a 1 for myself.
Mm-hmm. I think. Oh, Matt only has 1.
All
Mhm.
right. Matt gets a 4.
Nice.
And who else is available at the moment?
I have 2, and I think Russell has 2.
Yes.
But 2 means that you're full.
No, 3 means are full.
But
Everybody
don't you get 1 from yourself?
Yes, I'm talking total dice.
Okay. All right. I understand now. Hey, Russell, enjoy the 1.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, which means I don't keep a die for myself. I will give Matt a 3 and a 2 to Nathan and Damien.
That worked out interesting, but it worked out in the end. Alrighty. So let's take a moment and decide how this all shakes out.
Poorly.
Yeah, there is a very good chance of that. Okay, mine was easy. So Lieutenant Crow was generally successful in holding the line. They didn't they were able to keep everybody in their immediate vicinity pretty well safe and everything like that. However, in doing so, they ended up taking a wound from it's not even sure what. Just like they ended up having a head wound that is bad. But the healing it's barely noticeable. I think there's because like the land is twisting. I'm picturing like it's not just animals, but like plants as well that are attacking, and like a tree. He ended up getting like smoked by like a tree limb from this like sentient tree that is trying to attack the company. And unfortunately, like this situation is also really tough on morale. So I put the other 2 in morale, so we have a -1 to start. Daniel.
We got a success and 0 wounds as little Jeffrey is able to fight back, but when one of the when I think it was it's some sort of large cat, maybe it was a tiger, it's kind of hard to tell with all the rotting, jumps on top of him. He feels he's almost going to die, but he's able to get out his small hunting knife that he keeps from home and stabs it in the face over and over and over and over again. He has survived, but this wasn't good for his morale, or really anyone's morale. So that's going to be a -1 morale.
It's a stressful situation.
It is a stressful situation.
So we're at 3 morale right now.
2 morale loss. Well,
So net, we have a total of 3 right now.
we have a
If
total
I'm
of
doing my math right.
we have a total of 2 right now.
Mhm.
If
It's
nothing
like a
else,
floating number.
Yeah. If nothing else changes, we are at 2 morale at this point.
Okay.
Um, Matt.
Yes. So, this is going to be a 4 for success, 3 for wounds, and a 4 for morale. So we're getting 1 morale back.
Nice. Nice.
These twisted and sick woodland creatures don't even see his second boss phase, as he just decimates anything that gets anywhere close to him, or even kind of suggesting to be close to him. At one point, he grabs several creatures and begins like tearing femurs off of them, chomping down the bones and spraying like bone shrapnel at things with his mouth. It's devastating.
And the company's just like eating that up. I'm like, yeah, get it done.
That's our new god.
I hate it here.
Alrighty, Nathan.
So, bad news first. I'm gonna put the 2 at morale. So we lose another morale. Counteracting the good that
Good.
that Matt did. But I'm gonna put the 3 on my success. And I'm going to put the 1 on my wounds, meaning I now have 3 wounds and have died dramatically in an effort to save as many people from the company as possible. Maybe he found redemption in the end, but that doesn't hold a whole lot of meaning to the dead, as the handkerchief tied around his arm given to him by his lover flies away into the air.
All right.
Alrighty, and that leaves us with Russell.
Well, I put the 3 in success. So at some point during the battle, Michael wanders off and everybody loses sight of him. Unfortunately, the sight in the morning is rather gruesome. You find chunks of him feeding the trees. The only saving grace is how at peace he looks. I took a 1 for wounds and a 1 for morale.
Oof.
Were you successful?
Yes.
You successfully hid, so nobody saw you die.
Yeah, they just saw the aftermath.
That doesn't feel like a success to me.
Okay,
Hey,
so
my win condition was hide like a coward.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So just as a make sure everybody's on the same page, we are at 1 morale.
Oh God.
We have you're dead. X. We have Diana,
Mhm.
Rufio, Jeffrey, Fiona, both Lucatiel and Artorias, Jimmy Forehands, and Lieutenant Crow left.
It's
What
bad,
a
y'all.
stand-up group of folks.
And this is rolling into
Final
Final
week.
Apocalyptic, huh?
that is correct. Matt,
Who's the? Oh boy.
if you would do the honors.
It would be an honor indeed. Okay. We got a 3, a 2, and a 4. We're gonna bring ourselves some devouring hungers as an entity. So that's
Ooh.
number 3.
Sounds charming.
Let's see. We're going to make them massive with that
Oh,
too.
Ooh.
And this 4, they're going to be converting because that's more interesting than watching.
Okay.
Devouring hungers, massive, and converting. This just makes me think of giant Langoliers.
See, my head popped the Marlboro from Final Fantasy.
That's
Which is
also
basically
like
the
a
same
really
thing.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Except one eats time and the other eats status effects. Fucker, hate that fucking.
Gonna be bad breath. Look out.
I
Yeah.
think what they're going for here is boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this sounds to me like kind of like imagine yourselves a beholder, but instead of eyes on the eye stalk or even a large eye in the middle of the thing above a mouth, it's just more mouths.
Joy.
On the end of
something
the
from Shadow of the Demon Lord, aren't you?
probably on the end of the stalks are just more mouths just reaching out to chomp up the landscape or anything that's too close. And that is going to include some weather effects. So like clouds, it'll just go over and like hoover that up.
Oh God.
Or even light. And yeah, it's just munching away at everything in its path. And
How
it's
is it-
converting them into a new hellscape of its choosing. Does anyone want to help me out in deciding what the new hellscape of its choosing would be?
Detroit.
Terrifying. That's too bad, man.
Yeah, I don't think we can get away with that.
Probably not.
Detroit is just too much to bear.
I think these are like essentially like what I'm picturing is these are kind of like heralds of one of the outer gods, and they're trying to like convert this either like essentially convert the world into a part of their realm type deal, and these are one of the ways that they do that.
Kind of reminds me of the Colorado space. How it just like makes the environment around it fit itself better.
Oh my God, I thought you said Colorado space. I was so confused for a minute.
That's basically the same thing.
Color out of. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Nathan. I was like, Colorado space. Is this a dig on Colorado? I mean, if it is, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but
Well, I'll tell you this much. Fiona the Cavalier is gonna write straight at this motherfucking thing.
I think favorite boy Artorias is going to charge in as well because he doesn't have any wounds yet. He deserves to have pain.
yes.
Okay, that's fine.
The screaming Vindicator Diana is going to run forward at it as well, screaming vindictively.
Um,
Rufio will sing in the background and conjure an illusion of the moon to hearten our mighty warriors.
Oh
Okay.
fuck yeah!
Jimmy Forehands is gonna make an appearance, but it's because these are minions of one of the outer gods that is not the one that he worships. And he wants to deprive them of territory that, you know, rightfully belongs to his own outer god, because he's petty like that.
What an asshole!
I know, right?
Mm.
Okay, so it looks like we are situated. Let us roll to see how this last event goes.
Yeah, Roundabout is definitely playing in build up for this. You know? We're going in.
Oh man, I love that game Roundabout. The one where the car keeps spinning.
Okay. Yeah.
That could have gone better.
I did great. I don't. You guys got to learn how to roll dice better.
Clearly.
Okay. I think I'm gonna keep a 2 for Jimmy. I'm going to give Artorias the 3 that I rolled, and I will give Nathan the 1.
The what?
The 1.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Daniel.
Gonna give myself a 4. Gonna give Nathan a 4.
you.
And gonna give Damien a 3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself a 2. I'm going to give Russell a 4 and Damien a 2.
Oakley dokley.
All right. I am going to give myself a 4. I'm going to give. Hey, Russell, what dice were you just handed?
4.
Gonna give Russell a 2. Sorry, Russell.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, do you have any free spaces?
I think I only have the 1 4 I gave myself.
I'm gonna give you a 2. Sorry.
And Russell.
I'll keep a 4 for or a 1 for myself.
Ooh.
I will give Matt a 2. And I might have recorded this wrong. Who still has 1?
That would be
I
Daniel.
need 1.
Okay. I'll give you a 4.
A what?
4.
Oh, love it.
We can work with this. Gentlemen, it's been an honor dying horribly with you tonight.
No, that's not where I wanted to put that one. Okay. So what you see is Jimmy Forehands throws off the cloak that he normally wears, and you see him standing there, a dagger in each of his 4 hands, as he runs at these abominations, trying to, you know, dispatch them as best he can. However, he's not a fighter. He's really not. And he ends up getting devoured by one of these devouring hungers. But the company, you know, knowing it's Jimmy, isn't that sad about it. So he failed. Probably put an F instead of an S there. He took 1 wound, which was his 3rd, and put the 3 that I got into morale. Daniel.
All right. Fiona charges forward, strikes at this beast triumphantly. 4.
Yep.
And then inspires people by how good she is at smashing this thing. 4. And takes a pretty nasty hit while doing it. 2. So that's 1 wound. Does that kill her? I know she has 1 wound.
Nope.
On the 3rd
You're
wound,
good.
you die.
Yeah, okay. She's fine. She's fine.
Yeah, Fiona's still standing.
That's what I thought. Okay. What happened to her? She got, oh God, I gotta roll better. Yeah, she lost her leg though.
Ow.
Severe for life legs. Good thing she's on a horse, I guess.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. This thing ate her leg. Just ate her leg. She jumped off of her fucking horse to stab it.
Mm.
And it worked very well, but her leg did not make it.
Just imagine like the tendril with the mouth at the end came in to take
Yeah.
just chomp on you, and it took the horse and your leg.
Yes. There are more horses.
Brutal.
And many more legs. We've made sure of that.
Some of them
That's
in
a
the
5-leg
stew.
hit. Yeah.
Okay, Matt, what is Artorias?
All right. So I got me 2 2s and a 3 that I had to distribute.
Yep.
I didn't want to hit the morale because that's game over. So Artorias unfortunately was not very successful in his battle with the hungers. He ran in there and did some damage, but in the end, he did suffer several wounds, or at least one, in the process of fighting them and ensuring that no one else before him would suffer as much. So he failed, he takes 1 wound, and everyone's kind of okay with that. So let's see what his wound is. Cool. It's a bad torso wound, but apparently he can walk it off. So I just imagine that it took out like a chunk of his abdomen, but it was just like 1 kidney. He'll be
You hit the
fine.
Good one.
Yeah. Well, that's the kidney that makes me shoot milk out of my nostrils whenever I laugh.
Alrighty, so now it is Nathan.
So, Diana like is running at these things, doing her usual screaming. And as the words burned onto her skin, alight with tales of her god, I'm putting the 4 to success.
Mhm.
She kicks the shit out of these things.
Nice.
I'm putting a 4 to morale, so we gain a morale because it's metal as shit. And I'm putting 1 to wounds, which is 2 wounds, but those are her first 2 wounds. So let's see what happens.
All right. So I put a 1 in success. Rufio, once again, is unable to conjure an image of his choosing.
He's quite bad at
looks
that.
up to see an image once more of Jimmy Four Hands God, and a new song enters his lip. It enters all of your lips, and we all smile and sing the song of the new god. That's a 4 for morale.
And the 2 is going into
Whoa.
wounds.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so good news. We end up gaining 3 morale. However, since we did have more failures than successes,
We did?
yes, we had 3
Ow.
Succeeded.
We had 3 failures, 2 successes. I was counting as I was going. As we were
Who
going.
failed?
I did.
Myself, Matt, and Russell.
Son of a bitch.
So there is a chance. So if I roll a 1 here, we have an additional -2. We have a -2 morale. If I roll a 2, each Lordsworn in the spotlight takes an additional wound,
Which is lights out for Diana.
If I roll a 3 or a 4, nothing.
And Fiona.
A 3 or 4, nothing additional.
Okay.
Here we go.
And I rolled a 3. We're good.
All right.
Woo!
Huzzah!
No additional bad stuff.
Just
She might
the
have a
other
barely
bad
noticeable broken leg and a barely noticeable flesh wound on her head, but Diana's still standing.
So did we do it? Are we done?
Okay, so we have. All right, I have to go to epilogue. Alrighty. So we have successfully made it home. You crest the final hill, turning the bend on the mountains you knew like the back of your hand, and finally see your home once more. The sigh of relief throughout your company is felt, and in a brief moment, you see the future that awaits your world. Daniel, roll me a d4, please.
A 2.
We have the burning. Flames of war are stoked. Desperate factions form across the lands only to kill and perish. Suffering is the gruel of life. War your only succor. The world will burn until its embers smolder.
Woo.
Good stuff.
So we have a couple more things to. Oh. Hold on. And okay. Matt, roll me another d4. And
All
Nathan,
right.
you will also give me a
Are
I got
these
me a
for,
4.
Are these for the burning epilogue or for the forgotten roll?
It's going to be this is actually going to be for the healing. So we were saved. So this is the good ending, basically. Yeah, because we all made it. And actually, Russell, I'm gonna need you to roll me a d4 as well. So we got a 4 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
4 from me.
And a 4 from you as well. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
And a 2. Cool. So the dark sets in, but you know that against all logic, the morning will come. During your troubled journey, how has your home held out against the oncoming night? Thriving. Somehow through it all, your home seems to be doing better than when you'd left it. The world may be convulsing, but your home flourishes.
I wonder if there's a reason it did better when we left.
Point of contention here, Damien. We got the saved, right? Because most of us made it home.
Yes.
Uh,
This is basically the saved is essentially like it's either the saved or the lost.
yeah.
deal.
And then we rolled for one of the 4 saved endings.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah,
we
we did
got
the burning.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
Yeah, sorry, I just...
Either way. So it's the same.
It's thriving again.
It's still thriving. So you return your empire to an empire ready to be born. The whole of your home has mobilized, and soon success is sung in taverns and fanfare abound.
That sounds a little better.
So your Lordsworn are you are Lordsworn, survivors of the cataclysm, warriors ahead above any still around in this raging world. Licking your wounds, mending your bones, and sharpening your blades. What do you make of yourselves? That was another 4. The new exemplars. When historians write of how your home became the empire it did, they will never forget your name. Countless victories bear your signatures written in the blood of your foes. And then, Russell, you had rolled a 2, right?
Correct.
Together, you have survived literal hell, cutting a bloody swath through the war-torn flesh of the world to get home. Together, you could reforge the company anew or scatter it to the winds and the highest bidders. Which is it? And 2 is reunions. You have all made a pact to meet somewhere every year. You recount your tales of battle, drink to the venerable dead, and sing the songs of your previous company.
Okay.
And that...
In a world gone bad, we survived, sort of.
They all lived. Happy?
Well,
Happily ever after.
I mean, not all. That is
it's a
I mean,
world
they
of
survived.
endless...
one.
It's a world of endless war. Diana is having a great time.
Yeah, we got fucking castle
2,
doctrine going on in our town now. Nobody's allowed to come
4,
in. We'll kill you if you come close.
5, 6.
Yeah.
It's bad.
They just have us Artorias out at the front on a chain. Like, don't even get close.
We had a 50% success rate, or like survival rate.
It's pretty
It's-
good.
Well,
I
just
guess.
under. It is 7 out of 15 survive.
That is a failing grade in most things.
Well, you know what? That's life. Well, there we go. We have finished our first sort of stream game.
Yeah.
Part 2 is
Nice.
done. Great. Love it.
Yeah, I would definitely like to set something up for the end of next month. I have a couple of ideas of things that I would like to run, but if any of you would like to run something,
I
I
want to run Everyone is John, so we should get that on the calendar.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Preview that. We don't have the. I mean, I don't want to tease the date just yet on this stream because I want to confirm with folks, but yeah, it'll be good.
yeah, I would definitely like. I think if
Yeah.
we can all manage it, I think doing this like the last Sunday of the month might be a thing that
So
would be a good idea.
That'd be the 25th. Could we do the 25th?
Do you believe so? That sounds about right to me. It's a Sunday, and I generally don't have anything going on Sunday for the most part. So
Yeah. Let's okay, everybody. Okay, world. I'm not quite sure who all will be playing, but I know I will be there on Sunday the 25th. Same time, same channel.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. And have a fantastic day. I think Dave